Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the nucleic acids in the module biomolecules. Nucleic acids are important biopolymers. They function as to transmit the genetic information from one generation to next and for carrying messages for protein synthesis. So they play an important role in our life or the life of all living things for in the form of for transmitting and storing the genetic information from one generation to other and protein synthesis from amino acids. There are two types of nucleic acids are there. First one is deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA, and ribonucleic acid, that is RNA. DNA carries the entire hereditary information and controls the growth and cell division of a living thing. The RNA, its major role is in the protein synthesis. Then consider the hydrolysis of nucleic acids. Nucleic acid is always is bonded to a protein known as the nucleoproteins. So it is in our living system or in our cells, it is always attached to a protein molecule. So it is whole assembly is known as nucleoprotein. When the nucleoproteins undergoes partial hydrolysis, it is converted into nucleic acid and protein. And the bond between the nucleic acid and protein is break and we can get the nucleic acid and protein. When the nucleic acid is subjected to the complete hydrolysis, we can get the system we can in the system we can get two types purine bases and two type of pyrimidine bases, a pentose sugar and a phosphoric acid. That is, the nucleic acid is a combination of purine base, pyrimidine base, pentose sugar and phosphate group. The pentose sugar found in nucleic acids are RNA or DNA. Sorry, ribose or deoxyribose. These are the pentose sugar units present in nucleic acids. The ribose is present in RNA and deoxyribose is the pentose sugar unit present in DNA. That is, when we hydrolyze an RNA molecule, we can get the ribose as the pentose sugar unit and not we can get the deoxyribose. But when we hydrolyze a DNA molecule, we can get the deoxyribose as the pentose sugar unit. Here, ribose is absent. So ribose is the RNA pentose sugar unit and deoxyribose is the DNA pentose sugar unit. This is the structural formula of ribose and this is the structural formula of deoxyribose. The difference is that in deoxyribose, that is this all actually it is 2-deoxyribose. 2-deoxyribose means the oxygen at the OH bonded to this C2 carbon atom is missing. There is no oxygen atom at the C2 carbon atom. So it is known as 2-deoxyribose. Here ribose, there is an oxygen or OH group at the second C2 carbon atom. Here it is absent. So it is known as deoxyribose. The nitrogenous bases obtained on the hydrolysis of RNA and DNA are two types, purine bases and pyrimidine bases. The purine bases is a derivative are the derivatives of purine. It is the purine molecule. The purine bases present in RNA or DNA, that is nucleic acid, are adenine and guanine. We not get the purine, we can get the adenine purine base and guanine purine base. It is the adenine purine base, it is contain a purine heterocyclic ring system, that is a purine ring. It is a purine ring. So it contains a purine ring with an NH2 group at the sixth carbon atom. Okay, sixth position. So it is a derivative of purine. It is known as adenine. Then guanine is also a purine base. It contains a purine ring system. It contains a NH2 at the C2. So it is a guanine is a purine base. So these are the two purine bases present in nucleic acids. And the pyrimidine bases present in nucleic acids are the derivatives of pyrimidine. So it is a pyrimidine ring, and that it is the derivatives of pyrimidine bases present in nucleic acid are cytosine, thymine, and uracil. In cytosine, there is an NH2 group at the C4 of the pyrimidine. Thymine, there is a C double bond O at the C4, and here it is this carbon, this CH is replaced by C double bond O, and at the C5 carbon atom there is a CH3 group. This is thymine. And in uracil, this C4 carbon atom is become a carbonyl carbon with a C double bond O, and the C2 carbon also is carbonyl carbon. So these are the three pyrimidine bases present in nucleic acids. The purine bases are adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine bases are cytosine, thymine, and uracil. The numbering of purine bases start from this nitrogen atom, that is from here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First we can count the 6-membered ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. But in the case of pyrimidine base, the counting start from this nitrogen atom, but in the counterclockwise direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the numbering of purine and pyrimidine bases. Then nucleosides. Nucleosides, in both RNA and DNA, the pentose sugar unit is bonded to nitrogenous base. That is, a pentose sugar unit is always bonded to the nitrogenous base. Okay, then that is the nucleic, and we can get the compound known as the nucleoside. So nucleoside is a combination of a nitrogenous base and a pentose sugar unit. So it has two components, a pentose sugar and a heterocyclic nitrogenous base. The pentose sugar, we know that there are two types of pentose sugars are present in nucleic acid. This ribose or deoxy, 2-deoxyribose. Then heterocyclic ring system or nitrogenous bases are two types, purine bases and pyrimidine bases. There are 5 heterocyclic nitrogenous bases are there in total. When a nitrogenous base or a purine or pyrimidine base is bonded to a one of the sugar unit, ribose or deoxyribose, we can get a nucleoside. So nucleoside is a combination of ribose or a pentose sugar unit and a nitrogenous base, either purine or pyrimidine base. So this is a pictorial representation of a nucleoside. This is a sugar unit and a nitrogenous base. The nitrogenous base always bonded to the sugar unit at this C1 position. In the case of nucleic acid, the carbon atoms of the pentose sugar units are numbered as C1 dash, C2 dash, C3 dash, C4 dash, C5 dash, etc. and so on. Okay, so this is the C1 dash of the pentose sugar unit. So the nitrogenous base in nucleic acids are always bonded to the C1 dash. This is the purine nucleus. Depending on the nitrogenous base, either whether it is a purine base or a pyrimidine base, there are two types of nucleosides are there: purine nucleoside and pyrimidine nucleoside. In purine nucleoside, the nitrogenous base is a purine base like adenine and guanine. And in pyrimidine nucleosides, the nitrogenous base is a pyrimidine nucleoside like thiamine, cytosine, and uracil. Then in purine nucleoside, it may be adenine or guanine. Then when if it is an adenine and the sugar unit is ribose, this C1 the OH at C1 dash is bonded to the N9 of the adenine. N9 of the adenine and form eliminate a molecule of water, and this C1 and nitrogen at N9 are bonded. Okay, then it is then adenosine. Adenosine means it is a adenine nucleoside with ribose pentose sugar. Here the C1 is bonded to the N9 of the adenine base by eliminating a molecule of water. Here also the purine base is adenine, and it is the sugar unit is 2-deoxyribose. Here also it is bonded to the C1 dash. Whether it is ribose or deoxyribose, the base is always bonded to C1 dash of the sugar unit. Okay, this N9 is bonded to the C1 dash and form a linkage between the C1 dash and N by eliminating a molecule of water, and we can get a nucleoside. It is known as 2-deoxyadenosine. It is adenosine. It is 2-deoxyadenosine. This 2-deoxy indicates that the sugar unit is a 2-deoxyribose and the nitrogenous base is adenine. The linkage between the nitrogenous base and the pentose sugar unit is known as the beta glycosidic linkage. That is, here the N of the purine base is bonded to the C1 dash of the sugar unit. Here also it is bonded between C1 dash and N, and this is known as the beta glycosidic linkage. That is, the in nucleosides, the nitrogenous base and the pentose sugar units are bonded together through a linkage known as beta glycosidic linkage. The pyrimidine nucleoside, as already said, in pyrimidine nucleoside, the base present is a pyrimidine base like a thiamine, cytosine, or uracil. The bond between this pyrimidine base and the pentose sugar unit or ribose or deoxyribose is between N1 of the base and C1 dash of the pentose sugar unit. But in the purine base, it is N9 of the base and C1 dash of the sugar. But in the case of pyrimidine bases, it is in between N1 of the pyrimidine base and the C1 dash of the sugar. Here it is thiamine, the hydrogen at N1 and the OH at C1 dash of sugar is linked together and eliminate a molecule of water and form a bond between nitrogen and C1 dash and form a nucleoside. And here also it is thiamine. It is the bond, but the sugar unit is deoxyribose. The OH and hydrogen bonded together by eliminating a molecule of water and we can get a link between this nitrogen and this C1 dash. It is a nucleoside. So this linkage is also known as the beta glycoside linkage. Always the link in nucleoside, the linkage between or bond between the base and sugar unit is known as the beta glycosidic linkage. The if it is pyrimidine base or whether it is pyrimidine base, pyrimidine nucleoside or purine nucleoside, the the carbon atom involved in beta glycosidic linkage is the C1 dash of the pentose sugar unit, whether it is ribose or deoxyribose. But in pyrimidine nucleoside, the nitrogen of the N1 is bonded to nitrogen at the first position, that is N1 is bonded to the C1 dash of the sugar unit, but in purine base the N9 of the base is bonded to the C1 dash of the sugar unit. This is the difference between pyrimidine nucleosides and purine nucleosides. Nucleotides, next one is the nucleotides. If the nucleoside is bonded to a phosphate group, the whole system is known as nucleotide. That is, it is a phosphate ester of nucleoside. Nucleoside is bonded to a phosphate group, we can get a nucleotide. So nucleoside is a combination of pentose sugar and a nitrogenous base, and nucleotide is a combination of pentose sugar, nitrogenous base and a phosphate group. So the nucleoside plus phosphate group is known as the nucleotide. The phosphate group is bonded to the free OH group at C5 dash or C3 dash of the ribose or 2-deoxyribose. That is, here there is a CH2 group here. This is the first carbon, second, third, fourth, and here also this is CH2OH. And the fifth carbon atom, the OH at fifth carbon atom, that is, this OH is bonded to the phosphate group, or this OH is bonded to the phosphate group while forming a nucleotide, whether it is ribose or deoxyribose. This OH or this OH is bonded to the phosphate group while forming a nucleotide. So this is a three compound system, that is pentose sugar, heterocyclic nitrogenous bases like purine or pyrimidine bases, and a phosphate group. So these two combinations are already known as the nucleoside, or nucleoside plus phosphate group is known as the nucleotide. That is, phosphate group plus nucleoside, we can get a nucleotide. The whole system is known as nucleotide. Example, here it is an adenosine nucleoside. Here it is a base, adenine base, and it is a ribose unit. So this combination is known as nucleoside, that is adenosine nucleoside. If this adenosine nucleoside is bonded, is form a bond between the phosphoric acid by using this hydrogen and this OH. This is the C5 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 5. This is C5 dash. This OH is bonded to the C5 dash, and when combined with this phosphoric acid, this OH and this hydrogen are linked together and eliminate a molecule of water and form a bond between this C5 and this oxygen. So we can get this whole molecule, that is adenosine. This is a part of adenosine and this is a part of the phosphoric acid. Okay, here a molecule of water get eliminated and this phosphate group is bonded to the C5 dash. We can get to the nucleotide. This whole system is a nucleotide. This is the nucleoside and plus phosphate group. This is the nucleotide. Adenosine monophosphate. Mono means single. It contains a single phosphate group. So it is adenosine monophosphate. It is a ribonucleotide because it is a ribose sugar. Depending on the ribose sugar, you can get a ribonucleotide or pentose. Depending on the pentose sugar, we can get a ribonucleotide or deoxyribonucleotide. It is a ribonucleotide because it contains a ribose as the pentose sugar unit. Then next one is the deoxyribonucleotide. Here it is the thymidine because the thymidine is a nucleoside in which a thymine is bonded to a deoxyribose pentose sugar unit. We can get a thymidine nucleoside. If this thymidine nucleoside is bonded to a phosphate group, this hydrogen and this OH are get eliminated as water and form a bond between this oxygen and this C5 dash. So we can get this whole system. It is a nucleotide thymidine monophosphate. This is thymidine part and this is the phosphoric acid part. This is thymidine monophosphate. It is a deoxyribonucleotide because it contains the pentose sugar deoxyribose. So this is the nucleoside. So this is the an example for nucleotide pentose sugar unit, a nitrogenous base and a phosphate group. This is a big representation of the nucleotide. So we studied the nucleic acid, two types of nucleic acid, DNA and RNA. The hydrolysis of nucleic acids, we can get the pentose sugar unit, nitrogenous base and phosphoric acid. The pentose sugar unit may be either a ribose sugar or a deoxyribose sugar. The ribose sugar is present only in RNA and 2-deoxyribose present in DNA. So that is why it is known as deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, the nitrogenous bases present are purine bases and pyrimidine bases. There are two purine bases, that is adenine and guanine, and there are three pyrimidine bases, thymine, cytosine, and uracil. And we can also get a phosphoric acid. So nucleic acid is a combination of either DNA or RNA, is a combination of ribose sugar, purine bases or pyrimidine bases, two purine bases and two pyrimidine bases, and a phosphoric acid or a phosphate group. Then the nucleoside is a combination of ribose sugar and a nitrogenous base like purine base or pyrimidine base. And nucleotide is a combination of nucleoside plus phosphate group. So it is a three component phosphate group, nitrogenous base and pentose sugar. In nucleosides or nucleotides, the linkage between the nitrogenous base and pentose sugar unit is known as the beta glycosidic linkage. Okay, this is about the nucleosides and nucleotides. And the next class, we can learn the nucleic acid, that is the structure of the nucleic acid. Okay, okay. I stop here. Study well. Thank you. Thank you for watching.